You might remember the name. He was the traveling priest we chased after during the Civil War.
Okay.
But it turns out, he was also the 8th Dominion of the Grolsritter, with the title the Roaring Lion.
Damn.
He was an extremely skilled knight, who investigated the Salt Pale in Northumbria and trained Brigadier General Bardius.
Damn.
Apparently, he was worried, and came to Nord to check up on me.
So you should
He
go
explained to me that what I had been sensing was called the Gale of Ruin.
Okay.
I'm not sure why I'm able to sense it. Maybe it's because I'm a descendant of those who fought alongside the Lionheart Emperor.
Okay.
I mentioned this to him and he came to a realization. But then it happened.
What?
A Calvardian ship that broke past the 7th Armored Division attacked my village.
Did he die defending?
My father was away at the time. I fought back in an attempt to protect my family, but it was no use. Right as I prepared myself for death, my teacher threw his huge body in the way to protect me.
Damn.
And as he lay there dying, he passed his stigma onto me.
Ooh.
Across the nearly 1,000-year history of the Grolsritter, its highest-ranking members have each borne one of 12 sacred markings.
Yeah, we learned this in Kevin Graham and all. Especially in the 3rd game, the Sky's the 3rd. Trails the Sky the 3rd.
This was one of those markings.
Reese had one from Azure as well. He was the most veteran. That's his half-year silence. As a member of class. I thought it was like a knight. Thank you, Gaius. Yep.
Grandmother! Stop hiding! Come out already!
Damn.
You're the one who called us here in the first place, aren't you?
I only hid myself so as not to interrupt your discussion.
I wonder if they know each other then, the church and her. Yep. Roselia, wasn't it?
Indeed. But you may simply call me Rose. I had you all gather here for one reason.
What's that?
To explain to you the background between the Hexen clan and the church.
Okay.
It's not as though we don't believe in Adios.
Okay.
There have been some differences in opinion over the years, but we and the church have worked together on a number of occasions.
Okay.
For example, during the War of the Lions, or the vampire incident in the Middle Ages. Not to mention the fight against the Dark Dragon 800 years ago.
Okay.
But all that was just Rose sticking her nose into other people's business.
Okay. Yep.
Legend has it, Emperor Dreikel's camp was once visited by a good witch. And the novel Red Moon Rose features a vampire hunter affiliated with the church who was, in truth, the true ancestor of the vampires.
Okay.
The woman you now see before you was both of these people, even if she looks a bit different.
Okay. How old are you exactly?
800 or so.
What?
However, You should know that my situation is somewhat unique. All other witches are normal humans.
Okay.
Except, of course, for the fact that they are all descendants of those who once guarded the Septarian of Fire.
Septarian of Fire? Great tree of crossbow. So are they trying to get their hands on the Septarian of Fire, the Phantasmal Blaze plan? Okay, it makes sense now. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. That will suffice. Running back to this empire. Speed fans are directly affected by the turbines. Okay. Okay. Phonographs. Okay. Okay, Septarian of Fire. Yep. Okay. So what is okay. Where did you figure that? Okay. Artificial creative feat. Okay. Two treasures that originally existed here. The Septarian of Fire, Earth, Purple Stone. Septarian of Space, Crossbow, Septarian of Mirage, and the two Septarians, Fire and Earth. So, we met Space, Mirage, Fire, Earth. So there's wind, water, wind, water, and what's the other one? What's a cold one? And the Black Workshop and the Gnomes are the same people. Or Septarian of Earth. Okay. Peace sign to watch over. Ancient Dragon, Crossbow, Divine Wolf. Allows us to have two Septarians and we have two Holy Pieces as well. These little banners alongside Septarian. They were to oversee. Okay. So we met the dragon. He helped us. And Ziet was the wolf. Two Septarians and two groups of people who worship him. And the people change their names. True. Speculation. Damn, so much going on.
In the beginning, this land housed two of the Septarian.
Okay.
The Arc Rouge, Septarian of fire and wielder of fierce power.
The Arc Rouge, okay.
The Lost Zem, Septarian of earth and bearer of unyielding endurance.
Okay.
Each assumed the form of a colossal guardian and went about granting boons and performing miracles for its people.
Okay.
For a few centuries, the land of Erebonia prospered. But eventually, its people began to vie for power and control.
Same what happened in Crossbell and Labile.
The Septarians had always granted their people's wishes. But now, their peoples each wished for the other's destruction.
Idiots.
And so,
the Great
the
One
two
is?
colossi began fighting. Their battle ravaged the earth and split the sky, devastating the entire region.
Okay.
The humans tried to stop them, but it was in vain. The Septarians' fight continued 1,000 days, scorching the land black.
Delightful.
When the battle ended at long last, it was a tie. Exhausting their power in one final strike, the two Septarian were blown away, left as nothing but empty shells.
Okay. Is that what the things in the land, you know, the shape in the land in Nord was and all?
Yet the tale did not end there.
The power expelled by each Septarian collided and became one,
Damn.
resulting in the creation of an entirely new entity.
Oh, the Great One. Is that what they're talking about?
The Great One,
Oh.
the Septarian of Steel.
Septarian of Steel?
It was an existence created from the union of fire and earth. It was beyond anything else in this realm. It was the ultimate source of power. Though things seemed fine at first, the survivors of the war soon realized the eternal conflict within it.
Okay.
They knew this conflict would cause it to grow ever more unstable, and that it was not something that could be handled by mankind.
With the Holy Beast's assistance, the kins of fire and earth joined together to see the Great One sealed away.
So that's why we keep hearing about the Great
However,
One.
each of their attempts ended in failure. Left with no other options, they resorted to their final plan.
Which was?
The Great One would remain whole in the higher plane, yet its physical incarnation in this world split into numerous shards.
Right.
It was this final gambit that saw disaster averted.
Indeed, their combined efforts bore fruit. The kin of Earth created 7 vessels, while the kin of Fire split the Great One's power and infused each vessel with a part of it.
Okay. All the
7
knights-
dolls in the form of knights, each bearing the Great One's power,
so
the
to combine them all.
divine knights.
So you need to combine them or something? Hmm. Bits and pieces, but... Hmm. Almar and the other Divine Knights start fighting. Okay. The Kin of Fire became the Haxan clan, and the Kin of Earth became the Gnomes. Both sides decided to watch over the construction. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Dark Dragon occurred?
900 years ago, Heimdall was a small city of only about 50,000 people. However, it was one of the burgeoning centers of culture for the region.
Okay.
The Septian Church had finished construction on the Heimdall Cathedral, and there were plans to develop the city even further.
Okay.
But it was then the Dark Dragon appeared, blanketing Heimdall in miasma and transforming it into a city of the dead.
Delightful. Yeah, we
Emperor
fought that.
Astorius chose to lead his people south and made St. Arc the new capital of Erebonia.
In helping Emperor Astorius deal with this crisis, the Hexen clan and gnomes each suffered substantial losses.
Lovely.
The Hexen clan lost its elder, and the gnomes their holy beast,
Damn.
and so ended their alliance. The final time they spoke would be a century later. It was when Emperor Hector awakened the Vermilion Knight to reclaim Heimdall from the Dark Dragon.
Okay.
He did so at the urging of the chief of the gnomes and the new elder of the Hexen clan, myself.
Okay.
However, the Emperor fell to the Dark Dragon's miasma, and the Vermilion Knight to its curse.
That's why it's turned.
The Emperor's son had the chief of the gnomes and myself seal the cursed knight deep below the Imperial Palace.
Okay.
That would be the last act our two clans performed together. I do not know why, but the gnomes cut off contact with our clan and hid themselves away.
Okay.
In the 800 years that followed, whenever war struck Erebonia, a divine knight would enter the stage, demonstrate its might, then vanish. I was certain the gnomes were involved, yet all we could do was guide awakeners on the proper course.
Okay.
This unending pattern reached its most fevered peak 250 years ago during the War of the Lions.
Okay.
The false Emperor Orthros unearthed the cursed Vermilion Knight, and a mercenary under Prince Lucius' employ awakened the Palatinate Knight.
Okay.
Prince Dreichels found the Ashen Knight, and Leanne the Argent Knight. The four awakened at once, made for a grand war indeed.
Okay. Quite the beauty. So you're not worried about it. Okay. Okay. Is there that much I'm certain? So he brought her back. Injured and passed away after the war. You witnessed her revival? Let's see. What? Like the gnomes did? Okay. It's 20 years ago. So the boss and crow were both Jaeger King was not an awakener when he was alive. He did not become one. He is remained. Is it because they're Earth ones? You know the truth. Current Chancellor, Kiliath Osborne, who is actually one that is immortal as well. Chief of Norns, Black Alberich. I'm on the next. Right. The Great Twilight. That's what the chief of the gnomes told the prince and me. It was as if he was foretelling the future. Freedom Barbar. He discovered the novel. Okay. Civil War in the morning only served to further increase the distortion. Okay. Lovely. Albert's version. Peter seems to have at least one other acting agent. There are talented craftsmen and wood. Different kind of genius have made it. This one to figure out it's George. That sounds. Or his children. Finally decoded the black records. I'll be fine every day. Okay. Really?
When the sacrifice is made and the ancient blood flows, the path to the Grawl of Erebos shall open.
Okay.
When the tainted holy beast is pierced by the blade of world's end, and its blood fills the Grawl, the great twilight shall fall upon the land.
What the hell does that mean? Yep. Is this sacrifice referring to Ash? That's what they kept calling Ash, the sacrifice. So the Emperor knew what was coming. Probably the Deceptive Church. And the Tainted Holy Beast is the Vermilion Knight. Took place beneath this cathedral. The primal ground of Southern Goblins. The Great Gods. Yeah. Somewhere. The Holy Beast Bird. The Tainted Beast. Really, someone is true Holy Beast. Somewhere. That defeats the Holy Beast. It is called the Ordinator Zero. Okay. What
Muse?
the hell are you know?
Is something the matter?
Oh?
You realize something?
Right now, we need any straw we can grasp at.
Anything at all could help, no matter how small.
Usually just talk.
Yes, you're right. That term, Originator Zero.
Yeah.
Could that be OZ, perhaps?
That's what the Black Workshop called Millium and Altina.
Uzi.
They're model numbers.
It's Millium and Altina?
OZ.
Oh, what are you talking about?
So you finally made it.
It's Vita.
That voice.
Vita!
Ah, so the prodigal granddaughter returns.
Good to see you, Vita.
Misty, Vita.
I heard you had been acting on your own.
Nice to see you again, grandmother. Emma, Celine, and Class 7 too.
Okay.
And thank you for mediating, Mr. Lysander.
Oh, don't even mention it. It always breaks my heart to see a family torn apart
That's
so.
who she was working with.
Vita! Why? You really don't plan on ever coming back, do you?
That's correct. As I said before, my allegiance will forever lie with the Grandmaster.
Okay.
I can't return to you and grandmother. I can never go back to the way I used to be,
Okay.
just like the Steel Maiden.
Is there like a curse or something on this?
Seriously, who even is this?